98.5 Speed FM. Make you catch us if you feed.
This is
Asking Radio 98.5 FM.
You are a rainbow, so I am lucky. I am lucky. You are my favorite song. I am lucky. Staying up till the morning light. No, you don't mind it. I think you like it. Always showing you wrong from right. I'll let you guide me. Just stay beside me. Oh, nobody wants to go it alone, and I just wanna stay here with you. So I am lucky. I am lucky. You are my favorite song. I am lucky. I am lucky. I am lucky. I am seasons change, but you're the same. Your love is constant. You've never lost it. Your voice is calling out my name. It makes me miss you, even when I'm with you. Oh, nobody wants to go it alone, and I just wanna stay here with you. So I am lucky. I am lucky. You are my favorite song. I am lucky. I am lucky. I am lucky. I am lucky.
A speedy welcome to the show for everyone. This is Women of Speed on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and I'm your host on the show this afternoon. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior. Women of Speed is that show where we bring you a story to inspire you. We talk about women, and even the men can call in to be part of the show. And today we are talking about something, we started talking about last week, but then we had to end the show even before it was time. And today we are going to be talking about it in full. We are talking about the importance of keeping the right friends. Why is it important for a woman to keep the right kind of friends? Something that quietly affects many women, especially young women in everyday life, because whether we realize it or not, the people around us influence us in many ways. The kind of friends you keep can affect your mindset, your confidence, your decisions, your lifestyle, and even the direction your life takes over time. So why is it important for a woman to keep the right kind of friends? Why is it so important? Because if we attach some of these things to friendship, even as a woman, as a younger woman, you have a reality ahead of you, even when it comes to opportunities, when it comes to career, even when it comes to so many things, even when it comes to marriage, when it comes to just life in general. Why is it important for a woman to keep the right kind of friends? Now, you also can call in to be part of this conversation, and the number for you to call is 08084 asking. That's 0808 427 5464. It's 0808 427 5464. Why is it important for a woman to keep the right kind of friends? When you look at women, you yourself as a woman, you can call in and share with us, some of those things that you've actually gone through, the things that you have seen yourself and then you have experienced that made you realize, okay, these are the kind of people I should actually surround myself with, because these are the persons, I can actually call friends, or these are the ones I shouldn't be that close to. Maybe something that they did, or you were able to maybe go through with them, and then you realize somehow, because when it comes to younger women at certain ages, they are very carefree about some things like this, and then they might think, okay, things like friendship doesn't actually matter, and it's not going to influence my life, it's not going to affect my life. But today, let us talk about that importance. Why is it important for a woman to keep the right kind of friends? You can call in to be part of this conversation as a man, as a woman of speed, and the number for you to call is 08084 asking. That's 0808 427 5464. It's 0808 427 5464. Why is it important for a woman to keep the right kind of friends? And when we talk about the right kind of friends, well, who are those right kind of friends that we are actually talking about? If you're able to maybe say, okay, this is why it's important, then who are those right kind of friends? Because some persons, they genuinely don't know, okay, these are the people I should have around me, or it's possible that these people are actually influencing my life. So call in and let us hear from you. Now, friendship is a very powerful part of life, and as women, the people we surround ourselves with can either encourage growth or slowly pull us backwards without even realizing it, or maybe even show a kind of personality, maybe even a kind of personality that you don't have. But then maybe the kind of people around you might then show, okay, these people are always gossiping, and then you associate yourself with those people. Somehow people look at you as, well, you're the person who is always gossiping as well, or maybe these people are involved in this kind of maybe immoral behavior, and then you associate yourself with some of those people, and then in turn, it's a bad space for you as well. But then there are some persons who think that these don't actually matter, especially the younger ones. I mean, it's Women of Speed on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and here we talk about women, and today we are talking about the importance of surrounding yourself with the right kind of friends. So why is it important for a woman to keep the right kind of friends? Call in and let us hear from your experiences. Let us hear what you have seen, and the number for you to call is 08084 asking. That's 0808 427 5464. It's 0808 427 5464. Call in and let us hear from you. Let us hear what you think, why it's actually important for a woman to surround herself with the right kind of friends. Now, friendship, like I mentioned, hello. Okay, we cannot hear you, but you can still call back and be part of the show. And friendship, like I mentioned, is a very powerful part of life. As women, the people we surround ourselves with can either determine, whether you're growing or whether you're pulling yourself back without even realizing it. There are friends who will genuinely, support you, encourage you, celebrate your progress, and maybe even push you to become a better person. Yeah, these are the kind of friends, who remind you of your goals, maybe even encourage discipline, and even inspire confidence in you. And sometimes it's not maybe because they're actually telling you something, or they're actually saying something physically. Maybe sometimes you get influenced by even the lifestyle someone is living. If someone who is carefree, maybe someone who doesn't care about this, maybe someone who doesn't have goals, and you find yourself, hello. And you find yourself around that kind of person, then it becomes easier to also relax and maybe not do anything for yourself, because okay, this person is relaxed and then it's going this way for them. Why do I have to maybe even work on myself, or why do I have to even try to grow? Watching those kind of people around you. But at the same time, there are friendships that bring unnecessary pressure, negativity, even unhealthy competition, gossip, distraction, or even bad decisions. So why is it important for a woman to keep the right kind of friends? Number for you to call is 08084 asking. That's 0808 427 5464. It's 0808 427 5464. This is Women of Speed on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And I'm your host on the show this afternoon. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior. And today we are talking about why it's actually important for a woman to keep the right kind of friends. So call in and let us hear from you. Let us hear your friendship experiences, as a woman, to maybe put something into a younger person that might not know, the importance or some of the things to actually look out for and know that, okay, these are the kind of persons I shouldn't be associating myself with. These are things that I will actually see and then stay away from this person because it will hinder my progress, as a woman. It will hinder some of the things that or their goals do not align with mine. And this is why, choosing friends even carefully. Hello?
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is James. I'm calling from Yemen.
All right. Welcome to the show, James. This is Women of Speed.
Yes.
Yeah, go on.
It's important that ladies should make friends with ladies that will help them. I guess that's the subject of the question. Because you find out that these days a lot of women just want to destroy marriages. They want to destroy friendships. They keep on. They thrive on gossip. So it's important that the ladies these days make friends with girls that have ladies that have value, that want to add value to their lives instead of speaking about things that will destroy them. They should engage with people that want to increase their education, want to increase, the business kind of, not just sitting down and talking about what this person is doing in this person's house or in that person's house, or comparing themselves and saying that, okay, my friend is this rich or that rich, so this is what I must do. And, they should engage themselves with adding value, I don't know if I'm making sense.
Yes.
So most times you sit down, you're just discussing, this person is driving a Bentley, this person is driving a Benz, the husband is not doing enough for you. This is my husband bought a shoe, $24,000 or something. And then they skip that part where you have to pay your dues, where you have to rise through. You have to wear 800 naira shoes first before you wear 10,000 naira shoes and all of that. So the ladies, people should be able to decipher what kind of friends they make.
All right.
And a whole lot of that is happening these days. We are trying to leave the Facebook life or what's that Spanish movies, this in Telemundo, all of that kind of things,
Okay.
Yeah. And I think we should get back to living the life of patience, tolerance, like our parents taught us.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much, James, for calling in to be part of the show this afternoon. This is Women of Speed on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and I'm your host on the show. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, and you also can call in to be part of this conversation. And the number for you to call is 08084 for asking. That's 0808 427 5464. It's 0808 427 5464. We are talking about why it's important, for women to actually surround themselves with the right kind of friends. So call in and let us hear from you. Let us hear what you think. Why is it important for a woman to keep the right kind of friends? We say friendships influence, but then there are people who are adamant. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Donald Jiji. I'm calling you from North Bank.
All right, welcome to the show, Donald Ibe.
Thank you very much. Why it is important for women to surround themselves with the right women is because a lot of women, their stock in trade is destruction. And so they are all looking for people they can destroy. They see that a woman is prospering, especially with her husband. Then they will scout for ways of seeing that woman is destroyed. And when they come to you, they will pretend to be good friends. Sometimes they will give you destructive advice that will render your family to destruction. So if you see that kind of a person coming near you, women have to be very, very careful. When they see such women coming to them, they are not actually coming to advise you. They are not actually coming to assist you. What they are coming to do is to see that you become very unhappy with your family. They look at ways of ensuring that the progress that you're making in your family becomes nothing. So women should generally be very careful when they see such women coming around them. Should be very careful with such women. They are stuck in credit and not actually making it. Thank you very much.
All right. Hold on. Let me ask you a question. So, who would you say are the right kind of friends for women to actually surround themselves with? Who would you say are the right kind of friends? When we say the right kind of friends, like what are those of the things? Yes.
Yes. Some of the women that are actually very good for others to associate with should be the ones that are Christian-like. Christian women, yes, those that are not evil, those who see that you progress, those who see that even as you're progressing, it does not matter to them. Their own is to see you even go ahead. But those that will come back and envy you, if you see them, you know such.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, Donald, for calling in to be part of the show this afternoon. This is Women of Speed on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and I'm your host on the show. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, and we are talking about why it's important for women to surround themselves with the right kind of friends. And you also can call in to be part of this conversation. And the number for you to call is 08084 asking. That's 0808 427 5464. Women of Speed calling. It's not just the men. It actually gets disappointing when it's something that we should have a lot of women that are willing to come out and then talk about it, share their own stories, their own experiences, to encourage other women like them. And then we have people, who we have women who have this kind of stories and then would not share it for the younger women, coming up like them to also get to hear it. So Women of Speed calling. The men can also call in as well, but then Women of Speed, it's important that you call in and then share these stories, share what you have to say with other women like you. And it's 08084 asking. That's 0808 427 5464. It's 0808 427 5464. Call in and let us hear from you this afternoon on the show. We are talking about why it's important for a woman to surround herself with the right kind of friends. So who are these right kind of friends that we talk about, and why is it actually important to surround yourself with the right kind of friends? And we've heard from different callers so far. We heard James, who spoke about, he mentioned that marriage, and this is one factor that always comes up when we talk about women and then marriages. He says some friends are actually there, maybe seeing that they only just carry maybe gossip around and unnecessary conversations, instead of maybe talking about things that will maybe enhance your own growth, help you to actually grow. You hear different things like who went to whose house. That's exactly the exact example that he gave, and you find it's very common in a lot of sitting. Maybe you find women, especially young girls, sitting, and then the next thing, who went to this person's house, this person was saying that this person stole this one's, different things, conversations that do not lead to that growth that we actually want to find ourselves there. He spoke about marriage, bringing trying to maybe make you see, okay, this is what is supposed to happen, and then you should make your husband do this, or you should, different things when it comes to marriages, when it comes to other women advising a woman who is in that marriage that they are not. And he said the right kind of friends are those who would bring value to you. And when he spoke about value, he mentioned the people that are talking about things that will lead to growth. If you see that, okay, this my friend is idle, the person that is talking about having a business, that is a woman of speed. The person that is talking about this is how we can actually grow, that is a woman of speed that you should associate yourself with. And we also heard from Donald B., who mentioned that destruction, people coming in, and then that factor of jealousy that we also started talking about even last time on the show, and just being jealous of this is how you're going, and then I am not going there. And people like that will go to any measure just to make sure that you're doing the wrong thing, or you are also down to the level that they are. And he says the right kind of friends are the Christian, like those who will encourage you to progress, and then you don't notice any signs of maybe envy or jealousy. Friendships are deeper than what people take them to be, because someone will say it's just friend, even if the person is jealous, it should just be there. But the moment that person starts telling you some things, maybe things that you should not even be listening to, you don't even know that it has started entering until you find yourself in that point where you're already reaping those consequences before you realize, okay, I shouldn't have listened to this person. This is Women of Speed on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and I'm your host on the show. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, and we are talking about why it's important for a woman to surround herself with the right kind of friends. And you also can call in to be part of this conversation, and the number for you to call is 08084 asking. That's 0808 427 5464. It's 0808 427 5464. And we are also streaming live on Facebook at Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. So you can watch live from there, and you can also, leave a comment. And then last week, when we started the show on same topic, surrounding yourself with the right kind of friends, we also got a comment on Facebook from Nemshima, who is also a woman of speed herself, and she says, as a woman of speed, I think it's best to have people around you but not friends. My mom and sister have been my friends from day one. Now that I'm married, my husband and father have now been added to my friend list. And this marriage, that most people, if you heard all our callers who actually called in, both of them, everyone mentioned marriage, because that is one place where things can really get things can really maybe even go south, maybe go the wrong way. Because sometimes if you surround yourself with people that are not going to, maybe people who will come with envy, or people who will come with maybe bad advice, people who will come to feed you with stuff that, okay, you shouldn't actually be listening to, then you find out that, okay, something starts going on. There is tension in that home, or there is no longer happiness, and you're no longer happy, this or that is happening, and you can't even figure out where it actually started from. So even marriage is a factor. As a single woman, the right kind of friendships are important. As a married woman, the right kind of friendships are important. As a woman of speed, the right kind of friendships are important. So you also can call in to be part of this conversation, and the number for you to call is 08084 asking. That's 0808 427 5464. It's 0808 427 5464. Why is it important for a woman to keep the right kind of friends? Why is it important for her to surround herself with the right kind of people? Men, you can call in, and most importantly, Women of Speed, call in and let us hear some of the things that you would have to say when it comes to friendship, concerning women, even the places that you have been, the kind of friends that you've actually encountered. Because sometimes someone might actually have a friend like that, and they don't know how dangerous it is until someone even points it out and say, okay, this is what happened to me when I let a friend go this far. And then a younger person listening can then apply it to herself, like, okay, this is my situation right now, so it's possible that it can also happen in that way to me. Hello. All right, it's really quiet over there, but you can still call in to be part of this conversation, and the number for you to call is 08084 asking. That's 0808 427 5464. It's 0808 427 5464. Why is it important for a woman to keep the right kind of friends? When it comes to friendship, why is it important that she surrounds herself with the right kind of people, whether single, whether married? Because, it gets even tougher. It gets even more sensitive when she now becomes married, because it's at that point that you even have a family, you have things that you actually have to do for you. You have to maybe grow, and then receiving that is going to affect even the people around you. So in any case, it is still important to surround herself with the right kind of friends, right? So why is it important? Call in and let us hear from you. And it's 08084 asking. That's 0808-427-5464. Women of Speed, you can call in and share with us, have friendships ever positively, influenced your life or growth, or what qualities you actually think good and supportive friends should actually have. What is even your opinion when it comes to the kind of friends that a woman even surrounds herself with in the first place? Even the men, you can call in and let us hear from you, because you have sisters, you have wives, you have mothers, you have maybe not directly, but even being part of people's journey, and then get to experience these kind of things with them. So let us hear from you. We are talking about the importance of friendships, those support systems, and the influence the people around us can have on our lives as a woman. And the right kind of friends encourage growth and ambition, just like so many persons have been saying. Good friends can motivate a woman to even believe in herself more. Friends influence decision, mindset, and even behavior. Some persons might be locked up, and say, well, there is no way that simply because I have this kind of friends, then I would start doing what they are doing. Slowly there are some habits, even when it comes to simple things like the way someone talks. You notice that you have surrounded yourself with this person for a long time, and then maybe there is a slang that they always use, and slowly you copy that and you're saying it, and then you don't even remember practicing it or trying to say it, but somehow it got into you. That is what happens even when it comes to mindset. So slowly you get that influence, you start having the same kind of mindset, and if it's a bad mindset, then bad for you as that woman. And the wrong friendships can even lead to pressure, distraction, or even bad choices, or simply waste of time, because the time you're supposed to use to talk about things that are going to lead to your growth, you only have the friends that are there to gossip or even ask you things about how is your husband doing this, or why is your husband doing this, why shouldn't your husband, or maybe trying to some of those things that people hear, and they know that, okay, at this point this person is invading too much, but then maybe you probably don't have the guts at that time to tell them, okay, don't talk too much, or don't put these kind of things in me, or it is my own thing to actually handle, or and there is also something when it comes to some persons talk about sometimes you cannot do it on your own, and maybe you lead people that you're going to talk to, maybe seek advice from in the first sometimes, but then who are those people that you're seeking that advice for, or you're sharing these problems with? Because sometimes women, if you're a woman, then you hear this often, your gist is in people's mouth, that somehow everybody knows that this is what happens in your house, this is how you and your husband are, this is how you and your mom, even if it's a single person, this is how you are when it comes to your career, this is how you are when it comes to anything at all. But then you only share that with one friend. So how is that everywhere? How did it become everyone's business? How did it become subject for mockery? That is only one answer to that, and that is because it was shared with the wrong kind of friends. And then even the people around you can shape your lifestyle and then priorities. Good friendships can create those opportunities, learning, and exposure. And supportive women can even inspire other women to improve themselves, not the ones that are just there to maybe make you feel like you cannot achieve something like this, or if you're doing something like this, then it's a bad thing, or it's not something you're supposed to be doing. So you also can call in to be part of this conversation, and the number for you to call is 08084 asking. That's 0808-427-5464. It's 0808-427-5464. Why is it important for a woman to keep the right kind of friends? And when we talk about the right kind of friends, who are the right kind of friends that we are referring to? People have mentioned value, and and also people who encourage you when it has to do with progress, or people who actually speak things that actually make sense, not just maybe even talking about other people, or people who are only there for the bad things. There are friends who are only there to tell you when there is something controversial, something bad happening, or with you yourself. They are only going to be there when there's something bad, to just hear the news about what is happening, not even to maybe give you any advice, or maybe to even give you anything that is going to be helpful. They are just there to maybe spread that word. So those are the wrong kind of friends. And most people, especially young women, if you talk about friendship, some people believe that it's just friendship, and some people even ask you like, how can you even give me this kind of advice about friends? Do you think I don't know what I am doing? There is no way I will be influenced. But just like I made an example with even things, little things when it comes to speech, how someone is able to influence even the way you talk, and then you copy some things, copy from habits from them without even realizing it. That is the same way that even when it comes to mindset, when it comes to growth, or when it comes to influence, it's still going to happen like that. And then if you open your friendship, wide to those kind of people, then you know that you're opening yourself up for destruction. So that is it on Women of Speed. Today we have been talking about why it's important for a woman to surround herself with the right kind of friends. And I've been with you on the show this afternoon. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior. Coming up next at 3:55 p.m. If today is your birthday, then Speedy Kids are going to be wishing you a happy birthday. And also up next at 4 p.m., the Speed Link comes on right here on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And until then, keep enjoying music of your life. And don't forget to remember that the closest people to you often influence the direction of your life.
This is
Asking Radio 98.5 FM.